So do I still do BeachBody? What are we most excited about for the new house? It kind of hurts my feelings. I'm just going to be honest. Like I said, I am a real person. If I would have shared this before owning multiple companies, you guys would probably be like, okay, you're nuts. Let's do it. You guys, what is up? I just finished filming one of the live daily grind videos. So if you aren't following my other channel, it's my podcast channel, but I'm someone that's very visual and I like to watch podcasts. So for the longest time, my podcasts have also been recorded on video. They all are. So you can get the podcast episode, or that's why the audio is so good right now, because I have my cute little microphone. But during these videos that are on the Daily Grind, and they're linked on this channel too, just so that they're easier to find for you. But if you just search Daily Grind with Angie Bellemare, it's all there. And I've been doing it every single year, and we just got finished with one. It's all about knowing your worth, and there is so many truth bombs. And the day where I'm dressed like this, it might actually fall on the same day. I'm not sure. But there's a lot of truth bombs that are dropped. So it's all about knowing your worth, upping your confidence, glowing up. So we've been doing the glow up challenge and making bank, like making your goals come true. So on that note, I was like, why am I going to move spots? I'm just going to stay here and we're going to talk about making dreams happen. And instead of taking you guys through a vlog, I figured we would kind of switch things up today, hang out, drink. This is not a cocktail. This is my purple pre-workout in here because I got up at, wait for it, and this is not me being extreme. And no, I did not film a morning routine this morning. Everybody got so excited. They were like, is this a super early morning routine? I was like, no, this is Angie that couldn't sleep because she has so many goals that she's excited about. That was like, well, I'm just going to get up. I got up at 3:15. What? I'm going to tank by like 8 p.m. I'm going to be like, I'm dead. But this is keeping me going. I've been up for almost, would it be 12 hours? It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. See, my brain is fried. But I think that this is fun because we can just, not the part where my brain is fried, but I think that it's fun just to be able to hang out. So this morning I posted a story and I said, we changed the clock on the bat, like the countdown, which by the way, I like those of you that have figured out that the countdown for the bat is also the countdown for the closing on our house, which we will talk about today. So I am in a full transparency type of mode today. So I always go down to the bottom because that's the first people that ask their questions. And what I'm going to try and do is rapid fire, answer as many questions as possible, as authentically as I can. Nothing's off the table. Okay, we're doing it all. So get comfortable, make yourself a pumpkin spice latte, get yourself, if you guys are having some pre-workout like me and trying to get some energy into your body, let's do it. So are you still decorating your house in Canada for autumn, Halloween, and Christmas? Yes. So you'll have probably seen, so today what I'm going to do right after this is I'm going to go pop in a Hallmark movie on the TV. I would love to watch like a harvest one and then decorate the tiered tray in the kitchen. I've already started decorating the bar cart. And what I did this year is I've been taking one bin out at a time with the utmost fear that we're going to get asked for a showing on our house. And then we have to like clean the house because doing the decorating gets kind of messy. But yes, I decided I'm doing it. And here's what happened that kind of encouraged me. I had the snake and I had, can you see him back there? Scary Teddy. Funny thing that I'm doing for the daily grind, I'm adding one piece of decor, like a little Easter egg. That's why I'm kind of surrounded by the 31st day. It's going to be like surrounded by things. I thought it'd be cute to just add a little something every day. So in here, during our last showing, I had this and I had Scary Teddy just in the corner with this pillow. And by the way, it smells really freaking good in here. And there was a little girl and she goes, can this be my room? And like, I mean, definitely could be. And the mom was like, do you like it? She's like, yes. So whenever I heard that, we have cameras throughout the whole house, obviously, because I want to hear if they like it. And every single person that has come to see our house has been so kind, no disparaging of the house, which I was really nervous the first time. So nice. So they loved it. And what it did is it kind of encouraged me to be like, just decorate. And so many of you on Instagram, I asked my subscribers, what do I do? Like, you guys tell me, do I decorate or do I not? Like, is it a mistake to decorate? Is that going to turn people off? And so many of you are like, no, it makes your house a home. And I was like, yes, love that. So that's my answer. Yes, we are decorating. And then Christmas, I will not be decorating here. That house that we are moving to, we're going to get into it, but that house is like a Christmas wonderland. Andre said that we could get like I don't even know, like a gigantic Christmas. He'll know that he's doing his workout right now. If he comes back up, I'll ask him. Why are we moving? So honestly, if you remember in like my old house tours, we had a pool next door and like we had a larger lot. And also I think that the city got bigger with people working from home and whatnot. And I feel like over the past couple of years, we've just wanted more space. So also, Andre and I are both at home all day long. We both work together in the house. So we are in our house all day long. I think the overall feeling is we need more space, land, space for Carl's sleeping right next to me. He's not doing super good today. He's not feeling very good. Just more space, more land, more of a view. I think because of what I do too, just to be able to like step outside and take a walk midday and get out of the house, I would feel more comfortable to do this. Not that it's safe here. I want to be able to like walk down to the water. And can I tell you when this started? And if you've been following for a while, this started and it is so ridiculous. And if I'm being really honest, the thing that like poked the stem of this was watching Yellowstone. And I laughed at the people that watched Yellowstone and they were like, I want a truck and I want that. And I was like, oh my gosh, is that going to happen to us when we watch it? Well, it did. My husband bought a pickup truck. We're moving to the country. The house literally, I didn't even realize it. My mom told me that this weekend. She said, Angie, you've been talking about the Dutton Ranch for years now. You have the same, she said, you don't have logs. You have what the Dutton Ranch has. It's like a log and then cement. And then it's like exactly like the Dutton Ranch. And I was like, oh, stop it. Except we're on the water. We're not in the mountains of Montana. Cool. But, oh, that was the other thing. And I'll talk a lot about the house stuff because I know you guys want updates. Where we are moving, there was a question is your house in Canada? Yes. So our house, what's very interesting about where we're at in Canada, we're in Ontario, in Ottawa. And in certain parts of where we are, it's just very flat. It's like all farmlands. And my very creative, eccentric little self wanted to live in the mountains. There are very few places around us that have mountains, and I didn't want to leave our family that far or displace ourselves that far to move all the way to BC. It's beautiful. I would love to, but that was not an option. So we actually have our house is like in the mountains, which is really cool. So yes, we are staying in Canada. And to answer the question, which I'm sure is going to get asked a bajillion times, is why would we not just move to Florida? We love our dog. He is a Canadian dog. We have family. We have a lot of family. We don't want to leave. We want to enjoy Canadian winters and Christmas and do all of that here with our families and enjoy the Canadian summers too. Like summer here is beautiful. Fall here is insane. Like at the next house, fall is going to be wild. Like next level. And Carl doesn't come to Florida. He's a very anxious pup. He cannot fly. This has been confirmed by many people, doctors, his trainer, his babysitter, lots of people. It would either be a combination of it would be terrible for his health and could potentially kill him, or it would be the joke is like, you guys know snakes on a plane? It'd be Carl on a plane. Like Carl cannot. Hands down, no. So that's why. So we do half and half. And when he goes to, we call it camp or we call it Club Med, he's so happy. Like he's like happier there because he gets to hang out with his bros and he's like, Carl's big dog energy. He's BDE, which I know means something else. He's big dog energy. Like he walks with like big dogs and he loves it. It's like so good for him. So I'm elated when he's at camp. Like I love, her name's Sarah. You guys, if you guys want to check her out, if you're local and you want like your dog to be trained, I mean, she trained our little Hellion who was like next level. So I'll drop her information down below, but it's called Calm Collected Canine. So she's local and if your dog wants to be besties with Carl's often there. she's our babysitter. We literally call it Club Med. Let's switch gears to lots of people are asking how I'm doing because I did think one of the videos during the summer might have given a certain perspective that I'm a human and that I can have nuclear meltdowns like everybody else. And I did a life update where I think there was more emotion in that video than I've ever shared in any video. And it was just such unknown and such uncertainty and such frustration of what we were going through. And I almost didn't put that video up and you guys loved it. So yes, I'm doing very good. And I think what came from this was so much growth. And what I'm channeling it into is the Daily Grind series of knowing your worth, which may or may not become something bigger. So yes, I'm doing super good. I'm so like happy and healthy. And I feel like the glow up routine really helped me too. Just easy little tasks every single day, not killing myself and just diving into being creative and the things that light me up and surrounding myself with people that light me up. So yes, thank you. Quite a few of you asked that, like, how are you doing? Not something people always ask. Like, thank you. I love it. This is such a good question. We can talk about Disney. What is your favorite time to go to Disney World? honestly, I love going at the beginning of September. It is so quiet at the beginning of September. The other great time to go is, and I almost feel like stupid sharing this. I'm like, then everybody's going to go, but you guys can be in on the secret. I love going at the end of April. It's after March break. It's super quiet and the weather is perfection. The thing with going at the beginning of September is you're in hurricane season. It could rain, but we got really lucky this year. We had phenomenal weather. It was just really hot. So if you don't love the heat, go in the end of April. It's amazing. But we get to experience this here at Christmas. So usually we go for American Thanksgiving. This year, we're actually going to go for Christmas. Like Andre will be, and I, not just Andre and I will be on Main Street, USA, Christmas Day. It's been a goal my whole life. So we're doing it. We're going to do family Christmas here, and then we're going to fly to Florida with our friends, like our extended family. So I think that'll be awesome. And I do realize how contradicting I am that I just said that we need to keep a house in Canada for Christmas and family. We're still going to do Christmas here, but like just a couple days earlier. That's all. So yes, will you do constructions on the house or move in directly? We're going to move right in probably. You know what we want to do? And Andre and I kind of talked about this. We're going to take it as it comes. I don't want this to feel like a job or like rushed. I want to enjoy the process. I want to take our time. I don't want to make big mistakes through rushing. And yes, we will make it our own. I mean, it's Angie. Like, would you expect any less? So yes, we will make it our own. There's already things we want to do, but we're going to move in. So what we will do, and this is where it might work out perfectly for us, is this house has not sold yet. Hindsight, if you're going through something that you're so frustrated with right now and you're like, I don't know what's going to happen and I'm so scared or just the unknown and it's frustrating you, how it's meant to work out might be for the best. So what I was super stressed out about was, will this house sell? Where are we going to live? What if? And it's just unfolding to be perfect in the most unperfect way. My only thing is I'm like, listen, November 1st, we're putting up a tree and it's not going to be in this house. So yes, you guys will be a part of that. Are you decorating for Christmas in the new place in November? Heck yeah. Jenny asked, when you were dealing with your struggles earlier this year, how did you bounce back? Greatest Showman playlist on repeat, like legit to the tune of like 5 times a day. I'm not even kidding. I know that might not be the answer that you want, but it comes from the depths of my soul. Even Andre was like, wow, you really like this playlist. It kept me going on really, really hard days. I just put in earbuds. So one of the biggest things was I felt like through the lack of space that we had, I felt like my privacy, especially when you're in a heightened sense of just sensitivity. So everything's heightened and you're just sensitive to everything. And it could have been because you guys kept telling me Mercury's in freaking retrograde. And I'm like, well, it feels like it's always in retrograde for the Virgos, but sure. And you guys kept saying it affects Virgos more. I don't know. I don't follow that stuff, but maybe. So everything felt very heightened. Like when I look back at it now, I'm like, that's not that big of a deal, but everything was just so sensitive. So what I did is I would put earbuds in. Where are they? I literally just had them. I put my earbuds in and I would listen to the soundtrack on repeat, non-stop. And yes, I would have a good cry every once in a while, but it almost made me feel like I wasn't being invaded. Like that's how I would explain it. I felt like there was no boundaries. That's how, like I was just open to all the things. Everybody said all the things that they wanted to say. And I just felt, like a total disaster. I don't know how else to say it in all aspects of life. Like it was just a lot. So the way that I bounced back is I really took things into my hands and I started the glow up challenge. And it stemmed from that video where I did my life update and I said, I want to do a glow up. And I don't even know how I said it. I think I just said like, I want to follow a couple of habits. Like I want to work out and I want to make sure I'm drinking water and I want to take certain supplements and make sure I go outside during the day and make sure that I don't keep falling down this steep hill and just kind of get myself out of it by easy things to do, easy things not to do, and just prioritize me first. And there was so many of you that were like, well, I want to do that too. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so I'm going to do a list and I'll put it on a website and then everybody can follow along. So we did the 1-2-1 glow up challenge and you bet your booty I'm going to refresh it for January because I feel like a lot of people should start it in January just like as a fresh start, but we'll improve it. Honestly, that's how I bounce back. A really good playlist and prioritizing really small habits every single day for myself. Thank you, Jenny. Oh my God, Kathy, this is so nice. Just thank you. This is a crazy busy time for you guys, and you are still doing all the things this October. I did not read these before, so some of these might take me by. That means a lot. Thank you. I really appreciate when people can kind of see into our lives and recognize that we are real people. It always weirds me out when people don't think that we're real people. Can I tell you, do you want to hear the funniest thing? I get this question a lot. What's like the weirdest thing that's ever happened to Andre and I in public? Everybody is super nice. There's only been one time where it made me very anxious, but I was okay. I was with Andre And it's because it was like a really large group of people. I would say like over 10 people, and everybody's kind of got like right in my face. And like the dad had like one of those vintage camcorders and stuff. And it just like overwhelmed me. So that's like the only time that I was ever scared a little bit, but I wasn't scared. I was fine. I was just like, this is a lot. And it's always in the parks that we meet people. Like, just for the record, I don't go to the grocery store and people stop me ever. Like, it's always in Disney World. But there was one time, I think it was at an event, and this one girl walks up to me like I was a statue, and she goes like this and takes a selfie and then walked away. And I was like, it's nice to meet you. Like, that's whenever you guys treat Andre and I like we're actually people with feelings. The funniest too is when people, I'm literally talking to you guys like you're my bestie, which I kind of love. The funniest is when people comment under my post being like, does she know this and this and this? I'm like, hi, she is me. I answer the comments. I'm real. Hi. Like, I'm not this person with like bajillion followers. Like, I'm a normal girl. So I love when you guys recognize that Andre and I are human. We're normal people. We have life going on. We have emotions. So thank you. It means a lot whenever you guys do that. House update. Did your house in Ottawa finally sell? Not yet. Like a bajillion showings though. Does working with your husband have its obstacles or battles? Andre and I have worked together since we're kids. Like, we've been dating since I'm 15. And I'm 36 now. So we've been together a really long time. And we've also been working together even on like when we were kids, kids, we had like little side hustles together. So we've been working together forever. Like, we used to print t-shirts together. And one thing that we learned over the years was each divide and conquer. Each person has their strengths. And when you've decided that's that person's department of the business, you don't criticize, you don't critique, you don't go back on stuff. Let them run it how they're going to run it. And you operate as best you can under yours. And we do that, I think, so well with the daily grind, but it's just time that we've gotten better at it over time. But yeah, I am president of the company, head of design, he's CEO, he's in charge of all the logistics. I don't even go there. Like, inventory numbers, pricing, he's so good at that. He's so good at negotiating. He's so good at creation. Like, I'll design a concept, like, it's crazy. I think this is really cool, this type of stuff. Like, I nerd out about it, and I realize that I'm talking a mile a minute too, because sometimes I catch myself. I'm like, why am I talking so fast? This was a sketch this summer. Like, literally, I was sitting in the porch, I drew it out, and I said, Andre, there's such a demand for this in our daily grind group. Can we do something that's almost like, it's giving, what's that movie with the red panda? How it's like it's a throwback. Like, I want it to feel like I'm in high school and I doodled on it and it's giving vintage 90s, and it'll fit the planner. And I said it would have to be completely custom. We need 10 slots for the pens. And I sketched it all out. And he said, let's make it happen. And we're doing that again right now with something that's like, it was such a ridiculous goal. I don't care. I'll tell you guys what it is. And this is where I love Andre, because he's been like this our whole life. If I tell him like, I think we should do this, he'll be like, let's do it. And this is kind of cool. I'm just realizing this now as I'm saying it. It's kind of a full circle thing. So whenever I graduated from university, Andre and I really tried to create this. I've never felt so stuck in my life, by the way. And I always tell him this, I never would wish this upon my worst enemy, to feel so stuck in your life. And that's why I created the Dream Life Blueprint. I took myself through it. This feeling of just not knowing what you want to do. I've been there in like the depths of that. And it is the crappiest feeling ever. He might walk by shirtless at some point because he's doing a workout. So I wish you guys could be like, he's there. I can't. And he won't want to interrupt. So whenever I first graduated, I didn't continue on with my master's. I graduated with a degree in architecture, which is cool. I just talked about this on the Daily Grind today. I'm like, I didn't even clap for myself. Like, I did that and I felt like I was torn down because I didn't continue with my master's. When I look back now, I'm like, I did a big thing, especially as a woman. I did a big thing. Anyways, it's all about knowing your worth and all the things. But I pivoted, which was such a big decision at the time. And I pivoted into something that was completely unknown. I went into fashion. I wanted to start my own business. And then I ended up in the fitness industry and I did coaching. But one thing that I was trying to build on the side, and it's such a nerdy thing to share, but I'm going to share it because that's how I am. You guys know how I love vinylmations, like Disney vinylmations. I collect them. I wanted to start my own line of vinyl toys and like design them. Kind of like my elves, like my posable elves. This is why it's full circle. I said to Andre at dinner the other day, I said, like, you know how we have the daily grind and now we have the daily home, which is, I'll talk about that too. I want to create, I'm not sharing. I want to create a company that it's just like whimsical home decor. And I want to create my own elves. And he was like, let's do it. He said, do what you did with the case, sketch it. And he said, we'll figure it out. And then I said to him, and because it's spooky season, you guys are going to love this. This does not exist anywhere, so please nobody steal my idea. Oh my God, this is where it gives me anxiety. Somebody's gonna go steal my idea. Okay, I'm gonna say it. But you can't get what's in my brain, and it's so good. And it kind of is giving this. So I want to do like Halloween elves, but that they're like cute but spooky, and they can like hang off of things. And I want to do like a set of them. Anyways, it's a dream big goal, but my point in sharing this is it's so ridiculous that if I would have shared this before owning multiple companies, you guys would probably be like, okay, you're nuts. But because I've done this, you're like, okay, yeah, let's do it. I want to buy it from you. Some of you probably even just commented like, take my credit card. I want that because I would want it. But here's what's crazy about that. You probably have some crazy outlandish idea too. And you're discrediting yourself when you just gave me all the credit for a freaking Halloween elf. Like, bro, unless you're like, hey, you're crazy. But if you just said like, that makes sense, well, go after your dreams. So if you're not doing the Know Your Worth series live with me or the recordings, like go catch up, seriously do it. Because I feel like everybody needs to do it. The amount of you asking for an Andre Bellemare morning routine, I mean, it's almost the same as mine. We could follow him around with a camera. How often do we go to Florida? Disney Mom asked this. We go, I would say every 2 to 3 months we go and we stay for about 3 weeks. It used to be 2 weeks. Now we kind of do 3. So we go every few months. So with Canadians, you can't go more than 6 months. We don't get anywhere near that. We go for, we don't even pass 4 months. So we're not touching that rule, but it's a Canadian American rule, I think is how it works. Andre and I are rule followers. And also we have this little guy and we want to spend time with him while he's young and with us and all the things. We're not talking about that. I'm not going there. That's like sadness. Best marriage advice you and Andre have ever received. I think the advice I just gave of, if someone, and you can see that in a marriage too, like if someone has a task in the marriage or they take care of something, don't tear them apart, lift them up. I can tell you guys a really good advice that my dad gave me, and this is for the ladies on the call. He was just speaking to like how my mom treats him in such a good way and all this stuff. And he said, when we were younger, he said women that they tear down their husband, whether they see it as giving them feedback or not. Like, I think it's funny because a lot of women are like, I'm just giving you feedback, but you're actually like ripping them apart. And what my dad said is you will actually get to a point in your marriage where and he's seen his friends go through this. That's where it's coming from. Because my mom is like, I think they're like goals. She's like obsessed with him. I think that the way that he explained it best to me was if you continuously disparage, tear down, criticize, or try and give feedback to your husband, you'll get to a point where you've emasculated him so much that he gets to a point where he's done. Like you've pushed him away so far that he feels like he can do no right and you can't come back from it. So he warned, like Andre and I started dating when I was 15. I remember he had this talk with me when I was like 16 and he said, don't ever do that. And we might have been in a fight or something. And he said, just feedback for you, guidance. Don't take your spouse for granted. And it could go the other way too. Like, don't criticize your spouse so much to the point where they're like, do you even love me? Like, this is making me realize Andre and I are watching Love is Blind, and this is exactly what happened on Love is Blind with one of the couples. Yes, we are aware that Andre has a doppelganger. We are aware that Andre has a twin. Although I don't think that they have the same personality. We're not that far, but we're watching them like, hey, they look alike and they really dress the same too. And they have certain mannerisms that are the same. His name's Izzy, in case you guys want to watch it. It's funny. So Love is Blind, the most recent season. Like he literally looks like Andre almost to like, it's scary. I think I have the screenshot, but I don't want to lose your questions. I'm not making fun of him. It was actually really sad, but I don't think Andre would ever go cry in a closet and not talk to me. I was like, no, you would sit down and we would have a discussion about this. You wouldn't go cry in a closet. But I thought it was very sad and very sweet. So again, we're not that far ahead of things. And I also don't want to give any spoilers. What are we most excited about for the new house? The adventure, I guess. I feel like that's corny, but it's true. Like I'm excited for the peace and that was really important to me. Like the peace and quiet, the land, the view, for him too, for Carl sitting right here, by the way, if I didn't mention that, like my imaginary friend. To be able to, I can't say the word because your dog will be triggered too, to give him a WALK daily until like he does here, but he doesn't like it here. He like barks at all the dogs bark at him. He can't talk to them. I just want him to be able to have that and to be able to have space and for me to feel that way too. And for Andre to love it. And I'm just excited for the adventure. It's all new, but I'm just super excited. Where are the whipped toppers from? My friend Kinsley makes them. I'll link her shop down below. Next dream, big goal. Wow. Listen, The last one was the house. Let's just get there first. To design my elves. Design my elves and put them in the new house. That would be... I think it's funny. The last time that you guys asked, like, what's the next dream big goal was probably like 2 years ago. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to tell you. And I said something about like a Dutton Ranch. That'd be really cool to find that video. So here's what we want. I don't know how to voice this because I've never put it into words. We still love this house. We would like a bigger one, but not necessarily a bigger house, just more land. Here's what stemmed the idea. And as irrational as it is, it's how I feel. Yellowstone started it. And I basically want the house that is the Dutton Ranch, like that exact house. I think it's beautiful. And I said, I'm like, you guys are gonna be on this journey with me. And that was a long time ago. Carl just huffed him. He's like, hey mom, lots of you are asking about if our house sold. No. Okay. Love you too. Christine said, love you. Am I feeling drained after Not So Scary? No. Creativity builds me up. If you've ever done the Fill Your Cup activity in the Dream Life Blueprint workbook, creativity and personal time, like I am 0 levels of exhausted post Not So Scary. It's a lot of work. It's crazy. What's different this year is, which I love, our team, like Andre and I this time last year were building the daily grind pretty much on our own. Like we were transitioning our one employee to a full, we had a full-time employee coming in like one at this time. And then 2 years ago, we hadn't even announced the daily grind yet. Now we have a team of 10 full-time employees plus a full design team. It changes the game. Like it just allows me to be super creative, to be super present with you guys, to actually enjoy it. So although, I mean, last year it went amazing too. I felt super filled up by it. I've gotten better and better at it over the years to make the videos. I remember the first year I had videos going up at like 1 a.m. And over the past 3 years, I think we've been able to stay on a consistent schedule. But no, I honestly, bottom of my heart, I love it. You guys fill my cup. It is like my favorite time of the year because of it. And that's why this year I'm like, we're doing daily videos in December. I don't know where the heck I'm going to be, but we're going to do them. Favorite piece of clothing at the moment. That's never going to change. Strapless romper, flannel. That's it. If you guys can hear noise, Andre, are you in the kitchen? Do you want to be in my video? I don't even remember what the question was for Andre, and I said that he would help. Hi. Okay,
Hi.
A couple questions.
Yes.
You're in your Muay Thai stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is, you're kind of out of focus. I feel like you need to be in focus and not me.
Carl here is seated.
Potato, you want to sit on my lap? Number one, we acknowledge that you have a twin on Love is Blind, but your personalities are very different. But we got the message that Andre he has a twin. Got the doppelganger.
There is a bald man who is about my height and my build on Love is Blind. Yes, I agree.
Okay, so what are you most looking forward to with the next house?
I think it, for me, represents a bit of a fresh start, a change of pace.
I said the adventure.
Did you? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good way to put it. We've lived in the city our entire life.
Yeah.
And to be moving outside the city is going to be a complete change to my routine and your routine. And it's going to force us to slow down in many ways, which hasn't been easy for us in the past.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that.
Dinner and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm excited to like gradually make that place our home, because right now it's very much somebody else's home.
Mike is here, so make sure.
Sorry.
Hopefully you guys. No, you're fine. You're fine. And then so rapid fire questions.
Sure.
What would you say is a really good piece of marriage advice, or like even how we work together?
I mean, in terms of working together as a married couple, always remember that the relationship comes before the business, and it doesn't matter if you have to make minor sacrifices in the business or not see through the business's full potential. Because you're just withholding criticism.
Yep.
And then the second thing would be like just listen super well to your partner and acknowledge and
I was gonna pretend that there was a question. What's your favorite thing about me? I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Gosh.
So
where do I start?
There's a question here because we just watched this and it's super random. But what's your thoughts on the new Disney Haunted Mansion? We just watched it.
I thought it was super cute.
We watched it at my parents' place. Everybody freaked out on Instagram. They were like, "Is that your new house?" I'm like,
no,
"Close."
It's close though. It's similar vibe.
Same vibe. But yeah, I thought it was good.
It was really good. I'm glad we didn't go see it in theaters.
Yeah,
because it's not really a theater movie. It's a cute movie.
It's not a kid's. Like, I feel like that would have scared the crap out of me as a kid.
I think you're a big old baby.
I am.
You're a big old baby. I think it is a kid's movie.
I conquered Halloween Horror Nights.
You did do HHN, which is I was very proud of you.
Have you ever done a solo Disney trip? Like we've done it together. No. Is there anything that you really want to answer? Is there anything you really want to say that's like a common question that we get?
Nope, I don't think so. Is there anything that you want me to address that was a common question?
I told them about my elf idea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't say the company name.
No. But that's good. Yeah, it's a cool idea.
And I said you always support my weird goals. Like since we're kids.
Yeah.
what I want to do. But I said how it's kind of if we do this, kind of full circle moment, because remember we wanted to launch a vinyl figure.
Mm-hmm.
So this would kind of be.
Yeah, I think with us, like business is very much about like pursuing passion projects and having a reason to stay true to them. And business is a nice way to make sure that you make this a priority, right? Like otherwise, if it's a hobby, eventually something that makes you money or that earns you time is going to take precedent over this hobby most of the time, eventually. But if it's a business and something that could potentially, help your team grow and help you, employ more people and create more revenue for your family and others, and also provide value to people, then it's easy to make a priority. So like if you feel like elves and decor in general is a huge passion of yours, then why not turn it into a business? Like then you can make it a priority and it's fun.
I talked about all of that on the Know Your Worth series on live yesterday and today.
Nice.
Lots of questions if we I obviously address this, but just for you. Did we find our new home? When are we moving? Will it be a forever home?
Yeah.
Found the house.
We found the house. I think it's too early to say if it's a forever home because it's so drastically different than what we're used to. Yeah. I think we're going to live in it for a while and make a decision on whether this is going to end up being a lake house / cottage or a place that we can call our own forever.
How you said at dinner the other day, how you were like, it's actually perfect how it's working out, that we can just take our time and figure out if it's the right thing. Yeah. Like it actually worked out perfectly. That we're not rushed to close on this house, pack up your stuff and move.
Well, even if you think about whenever we first slept in our Disney house, the first day did you mention that already?
No, but I never shared this.
The first day we moved into our Disney house.
And it was like perfect. Like it's as perfect as it could have been. Best case sescenario, you're in Disney, double gated neighborhood, huge like goal, super safe, huge goal accomplished. Everything was furnished because I've shared this part, but Restoration Hardware came in that day. It was such a beautiful experience working with them. Bed is made like there should be no stress. And we're both in bed and he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, no, because there's just so many new noises and like
100%. We felt a level of anxiety that we didn't expect.
But there was a hurricane coming that night.
There was a lot. There's a lot of proof. It's neither here nor there. The point is, you can feel that same feeling coming into this house. And if it's 2:00, like we had kept our yacht club. What are you giving that for me to sip on?
It's purple. It's purple. He loves it. It's like you're like a baby.
Thank you. I needed that actually to finish my work. But we had the yacht club. We still had a hotel room at the yacht club. It was like 2:00 in the morning. We're both sort of like dealing with bouts of anxiety. But like, I don't know why I'm feeling anxious, but why don't we just go back to the yacht club tonight, regroup tomorrow and figure this place out after. So we have that same option with this house now. So
yeah. Love it. Yep. Okay. Thank you. I'll finish up a couple questions because I feel like this will be a long video. Will you get a house tour? I don't know if I feel like we've kind of moved on from house tours to maybe you guys will like, obviously you'll see everything, but it would probably be like transformations, reno. If I'm being super transparent as I've been this entire video, I feel like house tours have become, I never want it to be this thing where it's like, look at what we have, because it's never about that. I love showing the decor and the pieces. So I don't know. I feel like it would have to come off I'd have to feel authentic in my heart to do it. But yeah, you guys are you'll see everything. So I mean, in a certain way, yes. How many trees will fit at the new house? Christmas is going to be epic. Oh, it's coming. Babe, what's the height of the ceilings? Because you said I could get like a crazy tall Christmas tree. 27 feet high. I said I could get like a gigantic Christmas tree. How do I stick to a routine? I have done so many morning routine videos over the years, but the most recent one I did throughout the summer was just how to get back. Like if you've lost your routine, how to get back into that and how to stick to it. So go check that out. But the way I stick to my routine is I am so flippin' committed to this. Like this was created, the planner was created through my own wanting to stick to a routine and the things that matter to me. And where this came from and the concept was when Andre would come home from work back in the day and I was at our condo and I was trying to build a business all day long. He would come home at 5 and I was almost triggered because he'd be like, "What'd you do today?" And I couldn't tell him. I was like, "I don't know. I did a million things, but I don't know what I did. I didn't move forward on anything." And I got so frustrated. So I started to draw out and develop my own. If you guys have watched my videos like a long time ago, I used to like sketch out my little rectangles and write out my top 10 goals for the month and then one to-do list per, and then I'd have my daily grind, my top 3 needle movers for years. And then one day I thought, I'm sick of drawing this out every day. Like, can we just pre-print these? And I thought, this could maybe be a business. So and I've shared this before transparently also, it's one of the only businesses I've ever started that took on a life of its own, and the love and the following and the passion that the Daily Grind family has for the lifestyle, the planner, goal setting, it's wild. It is the only business I have that has nothing to do with me posting about it. It grows on its own, which continuously blows my mind, and I'm so grateful for it. But it was stemmed, like Andre said, it was a passion project, and it just stemmed into something that took on a life of its own, which is wild. Okay, I'll answer like 2 more because I could go on forever. This is such a big question. I don't know. Oh, okay. I feel like I could only answer this. I'm looking around because the question is, what is your favorite Halloween decoration of all time? Jack. Hands down. Because I was like, I don't know. And then because for Christmas, I was going to say it's Mickey. And I get it. Oh my gosh, so many of you messaged me the Mickey that you like press. I think you press his tummy and he dances. I was literally sitting with my mom, which you guys always want to see their house. I shared some stories the other day. But yes, my mom decorates for Christmas. Who do you think I got it from? My mom's place is like Santa's workshop. Well, my parents is both. My dad helps. He contributes to the chaos. Like he buys her all these elves. So yes, I learned it from someone. But I showed her Mickey and I was joking. Like we were having martinis together. I was like, Mom, she calls me the princess. My sister's Pumpkin. I'm Princess. And my brother is Bud. And right. Yeah. And so I'm like, do you want to know what the little princess wants for Christmas? I'm like trying. I'm like, and I showed her Mickey. She said, buy it now. You need it. I'm like, I literally get it from someone. Just so you guys know, I didn't just come out of a box this way. Like my parents are literally just like me. And it's terrifying. Yes, I still wake up early, woke up super early this morning. I go through ebbs and flows. I'm going to start setting my alarm though and getting back into that schedule. A lot of you guys are asking how I'm doing. I love it. What is your favorite part of living in Disney, or top 3? I love being able to go to the parks. Like let's say we're working and we go, hey, do you want to go to Via Napoli for lunch? It's like our favorite, the pizzas. I think it's Via Napoli, the pizza spot in Epcot. Love. Like we went there like it's embarrassing, like 7 times this trip. Like it's our favorite, but same, but different. If we're in the parks and like, let's just go home. Like it's super hot or whatever. I love the ability to just pop back home, enjoy the pool. I love our pool. Like if you follow me on stories, I'm always in our pool. It's the most peaceful. That's kind of what happened is we found so much peace in the Disney home and so much privacy and just peace. I don't know how else to say it. Just peace of mind, peace of spirit, and just pure happiness. Like I work in that back porch all day long and the view and the pool and Mickey it's just I love it. And so we thought, can we do like that same, but different, but like the Canadian version so that when we come home from these sunny months to the winter months here, that we actually enjoy it. It's like a winter wonderland and it's beautiful in the fall and not just cold city mud, that we actually really love it and find the joy in the winter months here too, because it gets hella freaking cold here. So love that. And Andre got me hiking boots for my birthday and they're super cute. So we are embracing the country winter weather. Oh, Club 33. Yes, that's still a goal. Yes, we are on the forever wait list. Trust me. I think there's this rule that you can't say when you're off I think you can eventually say. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but apparently you're not allowed to say that you're in club. It's like Fight Club. You can't talk about Fight Club. But I'm not on the wait list. And I hope one day that happens. But you know what? I truly believe this. Like I've learned this year, it'll happen when it happens. Where did I find the Hocus Pocus tray at the Disney house? I will link it. It is a private shop. Join their like VIP list. I'm not promoting. I don't even know them. I just like their product and I earn nothing sharing this. I think that's something. Can we talk about that? I think that's a misconception that if I share a shop or like a friend and I'm trying to help them out to build their business, even like in the past, this is a mistake on my end where they make a code for me to promote. I'm not earning anything from it. And I think that it almost comes off as though I don't truly love the product or that I'm making bank off of it, and I'm not. And I never have ulterior motives. There is definitely commissionable links, and sometimes I'm affiliated with companies like Buff Bunny and everything. That's an affiliation. That is a business transaction. But there's never any time where I don't genuinely love something I'm sharing. So I just want to make that clear because I feel like sometimes it comes off like I'm just making bank off of these small businesses. Like, no. I'm not taking a penny from them. So hopefully that's clear. So this company, I'll drop the link down below. I always forget the freaking name. And I was on their text thread for a while. The reason I said the text thing is it'll sell out within the first 2 minutes. So if you do their text, you can get the VIP. Why do I think that me searching through this, am I going to find it? No, I'm seriously going to look for this. Via Napoli, your table is ready. I can't even make that up. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I found it. I found it. Hocus Pocus tray. Wait, can you see it? Hocus Pocus tray, other trays. Wait, I want you to see the real one. There. Hocus Pocus tray. Okay. Castlebound Supply Co. I'm not affiliated. I think their stuff is super cute. That's also the tray that you guys always ask about the map of Magic Kingdom. That tray was bought for me as a gift. But the Hocus Pocus one I bought myself from them. But it's a small shop and they're super cute. I mean, small. They have 167,000 followers on Instagram. But sign up for their like VIP thing, because then you get like 5 minutes early to shop, and that's how you can actually get the stuff. Because if you don't, it's impossible. Little tip. Okay, now that that's taken care of, because I feel like that is a question I get asked all the time. There is a question of if we will have a gym in our new house. We'll be getting rid of our Peloton. I love my Peloton. I'm going to keep it. And I'd love to get a reformer, like a Pilates reformer, but I think we're still going to have a gym. There is a walkout, just to give you like a little preview of the house. There is a walkout basement, kind of like what we have here. And that's where the gym will be. But we have goals for that and stuff. So I'm very much on this Pilates train. I still love the Peloton. I just haven't used it in a while, but I'm just loving the Pilates train. There is a question. I just want to address this because I feel like this question is kind of like, but I'm like, I can still explain my side of it. Why are all your new videos vlog style? I'm missing the old types of videos, sad face. I personally feel like the internet is such like a highlight reel area that the vlog style videos are so much more authentic. The response that I've gotten of like transitioning to that, rather just being like highlight reel, voiceover, I feel is so much more real. And I love that. And I love that you guys love it. And I'm under the impression that you guys liked it. So, I mean, I'm going to continue doing it, but I'm kind of like, I get it that it's feedback, but it kind of hurts my feelings. I'm just going to be honest. Like I said, I am a real person. So I don't know, did my best. How old is Carl? Carl is 8. Carl's 8 years old, right, Papa? He's 8 years old. He is like still a baby though. He acts like a baby, but yes, that is not lost upon us. There is a question. I get this question a lot in my DMs. There's actually, from what I saw, I think only one person asked, because I think I've addressed it a couple times, but I will address it. So do I still do BeachBody? I did BeachBody workouts for 12 years. And I get a lot of questions too, if I still drink Energize or Shakeology and whatnot. Same kind of answer. I drank it for like 10 years. And then before Energize existed, there was something called E&E and I drank that. So just because I'm shifting and pivoting doesn't mean that there's anything like wrong. I'm just growing. Like, I really wish that I had a more exciting answer, but I think that what it did is it gave me the courage and the confidence to believe in myself and to build amazing things. And I still love this concept of helping people build their confidence. And I get to do that times 1,000 through the daily grind. So I think Andre and I have just grown into different people as we're getting older and wiser and just loving what we're doing. And we found something we're passionate about and we kind of doubled down on it. So hopefully that's okay. I think that a lot of you guys, whenever I share, you guys are like, okay, that makes sense. So there's no like crazy drama-filled story. And I mean, I had a great run. We did some great things. I made some of the greatest friends in my life. Like, some of them are still my best friends. So, I mean, I loved it. We had an amazing go, but I think we're just growing into new, exciting parts of our lives. And even down to just the supplements I'm taking. I did that for 10 years. I think it's cool to just grow into other things or pivot or change your mind after 10. I mean, I think it's even longer than 10 years, like 11 to 12 years of doing those workouts. So to me, doing the YouTube workouts instead, for now, that's what's working for me. My body's responding super well to it. Same with my purple pre-workout. I like it. And I like sharing what I love. And it's not like I just started doing this. I've been drinking this for a few months now and I love it. So I just share what I love. That's really where it's coming from. And I wish I had some big, exciting, dramatic story to tell you guys, but I don't. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think we just grew. We grew past it. Where do you guys put all your Legos? I'll end it with this. I feel like it's just like a funny one to end it with because you guys always ask that. So they go in my office in that Disney closet. Some of them are in there. In my office, you know, when I filmed the Dream Life Blueprint series in my office in Disney, they're in that cabinet behind me. So the Jurassic Park one is in there. The Stranger Things one, the Disney Castle's behind me. The Home Alone one is sitting in there. It's not done yet. So a lot of them are in there. Andre puts his in his office or in our bedroom closet on his side. We will eventually need storage for them because we just it's our favorite thing. Like when people like, can we do dinner and can we meet up in Disney? We're like, we just want to go for a cocktail, a golf cart ride, sit together, watch a TV show, and do Lego. It makes us happy. It's what makes us happy. We love it. It's kind of like how, I was going to say older couples, like I get it. Okay, it's not lost upon me, like how older couples do puzzles. It's kind of like that. Just makes your brain think, although Andre does it like he's a drill sergeant. He does his Legos standing up pretty much. Like I will never say that he is peaceful when he's doing Legos, but he enjoys it. We also got him a new Lego for his birthday. It matches his new truck, so he's super excited. So he's going to get that. This doesn't air before his birthday, but he's going to get that sent to Florida from someone on our team at the Daily Grind. So hopefully I'm not ruining the surprise. I don't think so. I think this is going to air after that. So I'm excited for him because the man loves his Lego, and it's like a shared passion project. And I do have the Hocus Pocus Lego here that I'm going to dive into probably as soon as today. So my plan for today is to go decorate the tiered tray, go hang out in the living room and decorate the mantle and do all the things. So we have hung out way longer than I was supposed to. I hope that you guys enjoy this, but I wanted to answer all the questions as transparently as I possibly could, which I think I delivered on. And by the way, can I just say 99.9% you guys are so positive, and the only one that was like less than positive was the one I read, and it was just a question. So I never think that I'm like angry at it. I just thought I always try and do my best, and I just want you guys to be happy. That's literally where it comes from. So I love you guys. If there's anything else that you guys want to see throughout this month, now is the time. Share it in the comments. Anything that you guys want to see. It can sound crazy. One year you guys had to build a fort, and here we are. So if there's something you want me to decorate, do, show, talk you through, like let's do it. And hit the bell so you can get notified for videos. Go check out the Daily Grind YouTube page in case you didn't know about it, or the podcast. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Give this video a thumbs up too if you guys liked it. Bye, dudes. Mwah!